Welcome into the Brooks Bench with your host Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host Brooke
What's up, y'all?
and Megan.
What's up?
Welcome to week one recap. We're back. I feel like we've been gone. But we're back, normal schedule. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and follow us on all social media at the Brooks Bench. On the road, let's set a milestone right here, guys. On the road to 10,000 subscribers.
Oh.
You know, you just gotta set a goal. You gotta throw it out there.
Are we
You know
at
what they say?
5K?
No.
Oh.
But you just forget that.
I was like, damn, we jumped to 5K?
No, but you know, if you say it, it'll come true. So on the
That's true.
road to 10,000, that sounds
That's
like a
true.
good milestone.
Because we did count down to 1,000 for like
A
a
long
long
time.
time.
And then after that, it kind of just went, woo!
We had a tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just say 10,000 and
Or-
maybe it'll come.
I think it was a road to 100. And then
Yeah,
from,
there was a road to 100.
And then from there, it kind of kicked off pretty quickly.
So
Thankfully to you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to put it out there, road to 10,000. Want to set a goal. But this is going to be a long show, so grab a snack. Okay, week one was long.
Yeah.
Week one was long. A lot of things have happened. So let's get into it. So we're going to be going over some news first. There was only one really transaction that happened. Leah Two King signed a hardship contract with LA due to all their injuries. And then I thought, I know this is a controversy. It got negative light. And I know you guys all saw it. So basically, the Indiana Fever Chicago game. I just thought it was ironic because the WNBA launched the No Space for Hate campaign. And then literally week one, they have to investigate a Fever fan for basically saying, like, supposedly, like, monkey noises towards Angel Reese. And it's just like, dude, like, really, week one? Obviously, we've heard the Indiana Fever, like, Indiana is not a safe environment for certain players. Let's be honest. And then that trailed into the hard foul Caitlin Clark did on Angel Reese. So there's just a snowball from this game, right? And then media took that story and ran with it. Like, Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, blah, 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 same old, same old, same old. And then Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark are like, it's whatever, it's basketball, like, just move on. With all that said, how dangerous is the media? Especially around these two. Because I feel like someone said it well. I think it was Chene. If the players don't care about it, like, why are we making a narrative of it? And I totally agree with that. But I wanted to hear what you guys kind of thought about this whole debacle that happened the first week.
Yeah. Freaking the media just wants drama.
Yeah.
Because it allows them to make money off of it. They're able to run these articles and these headliners with drama to make money. But I think they did what's right, the players, even if in the back of their heads it is a bigger deal. I think just saying it's not and it's a basketball play and moving on is the best way to handle it, because the W is trying to grow. And we saw how the drama hit last year where, we're trying to grow the league and they just wanted it to be a race thing between Angel and Caitlin all last year.
Yeah.
And it just takes away from everything else and everything they've done to even get to this point.
Yeah.
So I like that they both kind of had the same mindset of like, let's move on. Let's not make it a thing.
Agreed. What are you thinking, Brooke?
Yeah. I'm just over it, to be honest with you. Like, I just want to watch them without some
Narrative.
controversy that goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're all a part of the problem. Us, you guys, everybody. We click on the stuff, we read the stuff, we interact with it, we talk about it. Like, it's just like, no, but I mean, last year, and since we've been doing this, how many times has Diana Taurasi or Sophie Cunningham or Marina Mayberry or, all these people John Cole Jones get into it with other people. And then it's like, that's like a 10-second thing. And then everybody's over it and we move on. And that could be, who knows? So many different people combined into that one. So can we just move on? Like, I'm over it. Let them play. Like, who cares if they have an issue with each other? Who cares if they're BFFs? It doesn't matter. I'm still going to sleep the same at night, which is not great, by the way. So let's just move on. Watch basketball.
Agreed. I'm glad you pointed out, Diana Taurasi has done this for about 20,000 years and like no one's like, nope, it's Diana. It's whatever. So
like, she's just gonna talk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so is everybody else.
Who cares? It's part of the sport. Everyone's chippy. Everyone's competitive. You want to win. It is what it is.
I mean, the WNBA has been the last 2 years drawing their own welcome to the W narrative and playing off of that. So like, and show everybody but those two people at this point. Yeah. So like, just watch a different two teams and you'll see the same thing elsewhere.
I will say, just the last point on this is the W is not making it better, but I think they scheduled them the most matchups this season.
Yeah,
like
they
5.
play Indiana and Chicago play each other the most.
Come on, it's going to cause a controversy. That's why you're doing it, but you're feeding into the toxicity of the fan bases. Well, usually one fan base, but come on, make it safe and let's move on. But it is what it is. WNBA wants to sell, and
they're making money off this. They don't care.
Yeah. On a more positive note. The Liberty have raised capital at a record valuation for a pro sports women's team, $450 million. That's crazy. I'm not surprised they won the championship. And then it's New York. Yeah. New York's a great city to be at.
Real estate alone is probably half of that. So
they also got their rings. Their ring, it was nice.
Look at this.
It was dope. I know. I put the pictures in here. I just love the bling. I do love their colorway. Like, their colorway is so nice. Is it considered like a teal? Like, what kind of blue is this?
I thought it was green.
Okay, green?
Green. I think it's like a teal. I think it's like a teal.
I don't know.
I've seen like minty.
In between. Yeah.
Okay,
minty.
A mint. There we go.
It's like a mint chocolate chip to me. I think that's why I've leaned towards green.
Okay. I do like it though. I think it's a great colorway, but I do like this ring. It's nice. I
always like these rings, but I always feel so like heartbroken and torn because I swear a lot of my teams don't win the championships in any sport. And then it's always like the series like tie or like the final score or whatever the series was like in the ring. Like it has New York, Vegas 3-1. Like that sucks.
You have to be in the ring. Like, dang, the team has to be in the championship ring. But no, I think this is a dope ring.
Oh, those are earrings. I didn't know
they popped them in there.
That's very cool.
It's really dope. I like it.
Yeah, you guys should check this out. You should put them up while I'm looking at this.
Yes, I will definitely flash them up. Super nice. While you continue to look at that, I'm going to go over to some milestone moments. A lot of records, just WNBA history records were broken over the week. Like I said, long week. Nafisa Collier, this was crazy because we watched this game, guys. We were part of history. Again, know what I'm saying. Nafisa Collier had tied Maya Moore, Candace Parker, and Katie Smith for the most points in season opener. By the end of the night, Kelsey Plum broke that record with 37 points. We got to watch it.
Let's clear something up too, because I feel like we haven't been around for so long. Week 1 is longer than just a normal week.
Yes.
So people are probably like, these girls are crazy. It's not week 1 anymore. They've all have 6 games under their belt, and that's yes, we get it. It's the weekend, the full week, and then you go into week 2. So just because I was caught off guard a little bit here a second, and then I was like, oh wait.
Yeah. I know a lot of people kind of just separated week 1, or they called it week 0, I saw, from the weekend, that little weekend stint of opening weekend. Okay. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to shove it all in week 1.
Yeah, let's not follow the NFL in everything.
No, we're not doing week 0, sorry. Golden State Valkyrie season opener, they had 18,064 fans, which is the second highest attended home debut in WNBA history. We're a part of history again, guys. How do you feel?
It was electric.
It was the vibes were good.
Yeah.
It was loud.
Good time.
DeWanna Bonner moved up to 3rd place in the WNBA all-time scoring list. Congrats.
That was awesome. Also, very upset. I really feel like the Fever coach should have called the timeout as soon as that second free throw was made to give her flowers.
Yeah.
They went into the crowd was up and cheering, and then they went into another play, and then finally people were she was trying to sub them instead of just call a timeout. And it's just call a timeout. She deserved that, but she got her flowers and everybody stood again. But I thought that was kind of a weird, because she was arms
and they were
up
too. They were. It's not like it was going to affect the game or anything. Yeah.
Like, they had 4 timeouts left. Like, girl, you're fine.
Just use one.
Yeah, it's just burn it.
It's fine.
But
Asia Wilson became the sixth player in WNBA history with 100 career double-doubles. Congratulations. Angel Reese becomes the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 450-plus points, 450-plus rebounds. And I don't want to hear the comments. I already know what you guys are going to say about it. It is what it is. Just let it be. Jesus.
It's not our stat. It's the WNBA stat.
Yeah, it's fine. Nneka Ogwumike passed Alicia Milton-Jones for 10th on the WNBA all-time steals list. I know she passed Candace Parker on another one. She moved into 9th. I don't have it on me, but I know she did that today against the Aces. She also passed Rebecca Brunson for 8th on all-time defensive rebound list, and she scored 20 points for the 128th time in her career, passing Candace Parker for 10th most. Nneka, Hall of Famer.
Stanford alum.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Represent. Indiana Fever, Chicago Sky season opener was the most watched WNBA game on ESPN platforms, averaging 2.7 million viewers, peaking at 3.1 million. That is insane.
You want to know why? Because they're the only games they show on ESPN.
Yeah.
I'm very upset with the broadcasting schedule.
Are you surprised?
You guys don't know half the battle, but that's ridiculous. Like, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Let's backtrack. That's a great stat. Yes. We're happy for it. However, let's play some more games on ESPN platforms, please.
Yeah. Well, are you surprised?
No.
Absolutely not. Come on now. Paige Beckers is the third player in WNBA history to record points, assists, double-double within her first 3 career games. Congrats. And fastest player in over a decade to record a game with 10-plus points, 10-plus assists. Fastest to reach 40-plus points and 20-plus assists in a career. Third fastest to record a 15.55 stat line, shooting 50%. Good job, Paige. Because I feel like everyone was doubting you, trying to compare you to Caitlin Clark coming in. That's crazy. So give her flowers there. Liberty set an all-time WNBA record with 19 made three-pointers. That was a crazy game. They were on fire on that one. This one is, I did not realize this was a stat for Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's streak of 140 straight games with a made three-pointer came to an end against Atlanta Dream. 140 games. I want to say it was back to when she was in college at some point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, that is insane. Kiki Iriafen has become the first rookie since Breonna Stewart to collect 30-plus rebounds in their first 3 games. Also is the first rookie in franchise history to have 3 straight double-doubles. She is killing it. I'm so glad. I feel like everyone doubted her, and I'm happy for her.
You know, and I think that her, Sonia Citron, and Paige are going to be the 3 conversation for Rookie of the Year. And a big reason is because they actually are getting to play a lot on Washington, and that's helping them tremendously. So shout out Washington for choosing them, because y'all might have a Rookie of the Year on your team.
It's crazy. It's going to come down to those 3, and I think it's going to be a tight race the entire way.
Yeah, agreed.
Nafisa Collier on May 23rd scored 33 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. First player in WNBA history to reach those numbers in a game. Yeah, she killed it. Bro,
whoever has her in fantasy got a good day.
I know, 62 fantasy points. Thank you very much.
Damn.
I know, it's crazy. And then lastly, Skylar Diggins tied Lindsay Whalen for 9th most points, assists, double-doubles in WNBA history with the 13th of her career. I love Skylar.
That was a lot of good in week 1.
In week 1, yeah, this is crazy.
It's be a wild year, y'all.
It is. Okay, injury updates. I'm sure some of you guys know this, but oh my God, everyone's injured. Tina Powell, eye day-to-day. We saw the replay. It was, whoo.
She get poked in the eye?
That's a scratched cornea right there. Like one of those where you can't even open your eye back up. Oh, it looked like it hurt. Jordan Canada knee, she's out. Expected to come back in a couple of weeks, though. Mariah Jefferson, leg is out. Haley Van Lith is actually day-to-day. Ankle. I know she was ruled out today. Lindsay Allen, hamstring out. Layla Lacan, still overseas commitments, out. Xanda Lassini, foot out. Megan Gustafson and Cheyenne Parker, you guys already know they're out. We don't know if they're coming back or not. Rakia Jackson, concussion, out. Ray Burrell, knee, out.
LA, brutal.
LA, this happens to LA every year. Like,
yeah, it does.
Injuries just kill them. Obviously, Cameron Brink is out, expected back in June. Kayla McBride personal is out, but I heard she practiced today. So, good news.
Welcome back.
I know, right? Phoebich, lower leg out. Happened in the middle of the game. Not sure what happened, though. And Yara Sabley, knee out. Natasha Mack, back out. Kalia Copper, knee out. 4 to 6 weeks. That one was a bummer. Shakira Austin, still in concussion protocol, out. Brittany Sykes was actually back today. Aaliyah Edwards was back today. And then, obviously, Georgia Amore's out for the season, which was a bummer. Brokenhearted. We never talked about it, actually. That one was a killer.
Because we haven't. I feel like we haven't talked about anything in a minute.
Yeah. That was a killer. Me and Meg were talking about it on our own, and we're just like, man, the way Sonia Citron and Kiki are playing, like, just add Georgia Amore in there. Like, this team would be like running. And
Washington, going. I'm sure we'll talk about it here in actually 1 second. Washington is doing better than I think we all thought that was going to happen.
Dude, love them. They're killing it. They're killing it. With those updates, let's actually get into the weekly rundown where we go over game recaps. Now, this is probably going to be the longest recap we have of the week because the week is long. A lot of good games happened. We're going to just touch on good games, close matchups, stuff like that. The first game we're going to go over, Washington Mystics defeat Atlanta Dream 94-90. The game was tightly contested, Dream leading 45-41 at halftime. Mystics surged in the third quarter, outscoring Atlanta 30-25 to take a narrow lead into the final period. In the closing moments, Brittany Sykes delivered a crucial lip, followed it with the steal, and then got Sonia Citron for a game-sealing free throws. Now, I think this one shocked us all because I think I had high hopes for Washington, but not like crazy. And then we're all like kind of like teetering Atlanta, like, are they going to be Atlanta of old? Are they going to show something? So when Washington beat Atlanta, I was like, oh, Atlanta, we're here. But I mean, the Mystics shot 50.8% from the field and 50% from the 3-point line. 18 assists, only 9 turnovers. Dream, on the other hand, only shot 40% from the field, 33% from the 3, 24 assists, but had 16 turnovers. I don't know if you guys had any comments on this game, but it was a really good game for Washington.
I honestly don't think I watched this game. I can't even remember which games I watched now anymore.
There was a lot. There's a lot of games that happened on this one. But Sonia Citron, her debut, 19 points, 6 of 7 shooting. Kiki Iriafin, 14 points, 4 rebounds. Great WNBA debut for both of them. Obviously, Brittany Sykes is killing it right now with 22 points, or in this game, 22 points. 19 of those came in the second half. And then Alicia Gray led Atlanta with 25 points, hitting 6 3-pointers, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. Alicia Gray's been having a good season as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I always say she's just more consistent than Ryan sometimes. Yeah. And she always looks to want the ball at the end of games. Like, she wants to be the one to make the play when needed.
Agreed. I see it now because I'm her fantasy manager. On a side note, so I've really been paying attention to her this season. I'm like, yeah, Meg, you're right. But yeah, Brittany Sykes, I think they're load managing her. She missed the last game, but she's been killing it these last couple of games. Over to New York, defeating Las Vegas 92-78. Now, this wasn't much of a game. This is when New York got their rings. They had a sellout crowd, 17,344 fans, so you know it was popping in there. You kind of knew New York was going to win this game. I mean, they're getting their rings. They ain't losing at home in front of a sold-out crowd. Basically, Liberty gained momentum in the second quarter, outscoring the Aces 28-13 to lead a 47-33 at halftime. Las Vegas narrowed the gap in the third quarter, but New York responded with a strong 29-point fourth quarter to secure the win. They killed it. The Aces, oh my God. They should have never traded Kelsey Plum. No. They do not look the same. The vibe is not the same.
No, agreed.
It is off. It does not feel like I don't know. It doesn't feel
it's because their whole culture drivers are gone now. So they have to figure out how to rebuild what they had. And that's hard.
It is. And it doesn't help. The Jewel Lloyd in this game, I'm pretty sure stunk it up. Didn't help.
2 for 10 and 1 from 6 from the 3.
There you go. How the Aces brought you in to do some damage next to Asia Wilson there. Asia Wilson had a great game that game, 31 points, 16 rebounds. But Brianna Stewart and Natasha Cloud.
Natasha Cloud looks good at Liberty, and I wasn't excited about that move, but Liberty, you guys knew. Man, great job.
I loved it because I like Natasha Cloud on the defensive end, and I'm just like, if she can get it together on the offensive end, woo, New York, you got something cooking. But Natasha Cloud at 22 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. And then Brianna Stewart, 25 points, 10 of 14 shooting, along with 8 rebounds and 3 assists. Good showing for her because she came off the knee surgery, and everyone was like, is she going to be okay? So, I mean, standout performances from them.
I just want to also shout out that the difference with Natasha Cloud is also her defense. She had 3 steals and 2 blocks. Like, she's bringing more of a defensive presence than Sloot had. So.
Oh yeah, but that was New York's problem. Sabrina and Vandersloot. I mean, they weren't really helping on the defensive end. So bringing in Natasha Cloud, bam, she looks good. We love to see it. Okay, over to Phoenix Mercury defeating Seattle Storm, 81-59. Now this one just blew my mind. I did not think that was going to happen like this. Phoenix Mercury opened their 2025 WNBA season with the commanding 81-59 victory over Seattle. The win marked a strong start for Mercury in their first game without Diana and Brittany Griner. Now, when I heard Kalia Copper was out, I was like, ooh. And Megan even said it. She said they're one injury away from, what'd you say? One injury away from being at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah.
They proved everyone wrong.
They proved me wrong.
I think they proved everyone.
They need to be 2 injuries away. So.
Yeah. They need to wipe them out. No, Satu and Alyssa Thomas led the charge. Satu looks great. 27 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Alyssa Thomas, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. And even Lexi held off the bench for them, 11 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Those 2 right there just carried Phoenix. They've been carrying Phoenix, these last couple of games anyways. They look good. They look fun. Megan, what did we say? We were like, they just looked like they had this vibe about them, this energy. They looked like this was a brand new start for them. I mean, which it is, new team. But they looked really well.
Yeah.
Skylar Diggins, on the other hand, phenomenal. I know this was a bad game, but for her, 21 points, 4 assists, 4 steals. She's also been killing these last couple of games. Mercury shot 51% from the field, 33% from the 3-point range, with 20 assists, 14 turnovers. Storm, on the other hand, 33% from the field, 17% from the 3, 16 assists, 12 turnovers. So, not the best showing for Seattle, but we're going to talk about them later because they got their lick back on Phoenix. Any comments on this game? No? Okay. Over to Atlanta, defeating Indiana Fever 91-90. Now, this was crazy because I did not think Indiana would be in a close game with Atlanta. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The Dream started strong, leading 31-23 after the first quarter. Although the Fever rallied in the second quarter, Atlanta maintained a slim 44-42 halftime advantage. The third quarter, the Dream extended their lead with a 32-point surge, but Indiana fought back in the fourth, outscoring Atlanta 25-15, despite the Fever's late push. Now, there was a controversy because, Indiana had a chance to win it, or win or tie. I can't remember if it was a winner. Was it win?
I think it was to win.
Okay.
Yeah, it ended 91-90.
Oh, yes.
So it would have caused them to win.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, it's an inbound play, right? They have a chance to win. Caitlin Clark is the one inbounding the ball. So everyone's like, huh? Supposedly, so the ball went to Natasha Howard. She missed both times. She had an opportunity to make it twice, right? But it was supposed to go to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston was tightly defended. There was controversy that Caitlin Clark should have the ball with, last shot of the game. What did your guys' take on that, though? Like, if the play was executed right, it happens. I don't think Natasha Howard had a horrible look. It was blocked, the first shot. But it wasn't horrible, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say because, right, it didn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a horrible game, draw, but, people, you want to see the ball in Caitlin Clark's hands.
And I think that's why everyone was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I think, Boston's having such a great year that, agreed. You should have gotten it in her hands. Clark is probably your next best option. But if Howard's got a clean look, like, you can't be mad at that.
It was good defense, though, because, I mean, she got the block. Like, I mean, maybe if she held her position more before she made the step to do the hook. But, I mean, it was good.
It was Nia Coffey. It was,
and then the jumper too. I mean, it wasn't like it was like an air ball or horrible miss. Like, but it's just,
I think it could go both ways. You can argue both points, but I feel like at the end of the day, you got to go with the hot hand. I mean, if it's not Caitlin Clark that night, it's not Caitlin Clark that night.
I think that is actually the key right there. You said go with the hot hand. Instead, you go with Natasha Howard, who only has 6 points for the game.
There you go.
Who didn't really get a lot going in that game.
Okay.
And you get the ball to her, whereas everyone else, Aaliyah Boston, Mitchell, and Clark, was having such a better game than her. So
the play was drawn up for Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah, but...
So then now it's, okay, who's my next option? Who's open? And it just happened to be Natasha Howard.
I wonder who were the 5, because there was one game, and I want to say it was the Dream. Not saying that she's probably top 5 in this one, but Lexi Hull was heating up in one of these games.
Hey, she's having a good little season.
She's start. I wouldn't even been mad if like she took as long as it's a clean shot. I don't care. If you're sitting there at the 3 trying to draw some stupid ridiculous foul instead of going in, grabbing,
which we'll talk about, honestly.
No, I'm sure it'll come up every week, but the Fever, I mean, you can't really go wrong at this moment of who's the ball. Yeah, who's going up for that last shot.
Those 4, I mean, their starting 5 has been pretty solid, so it is what it is. But Brittany Griner did well, 21 points, 8 boards. Ryan Howard, 20 points, including 4 3-pointers. Caitlin Clark, 27 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds. And then Aaliyah Boston, 24 points, 10 rebounds. So she was having a great game that game. It is what it is. Atlanta just squeezed that joint out. I'm surprised. Someone said, oh my God, because who beat Atlanta? Did we just talk about who beat Atlanta? Washington beat Atlanta. Atlanta beat Indiana. It's just like everyone's beating everyone. Everyone's trying to figure it out right now.
It's early.
It is what it is. All right. Megan is up. Golden State Valkyrie defeat Washington Mystics 76-74. The first win in franchise history in front of a sold-out crowd again. Megan, you stood up, you watched this game, you cussed at the TV a lot.
Yeah.
Tell us how you felt.
All right, I'll say this first off.
There we go.
We had some people come back from injury, which is really nice. I think that they added, what's her name?
And overseas commitments.
Yeah.
Salon. I think that's how you say her name. I'm sorry if I butchered that.
I was going to say, how do you pronounce it?
I want to say it's that.
But right away, I think it was the first play of the game. I saw, okay, she's aggressive.
Yes.
She's got height.
She's solid.
She can handle the ball. Mm-hmm. I said, wow, missing piece.
All right, you need a little bit more. You need a little bit more. She's one missing piece of many.
I know, but I'm just saying, she brought good energy, and you saw it right away. Mm-hmm. And then, the rookie, what's her name, Clara?
That's your favorite player.
She's been killing it though last 2 games.
Yeah, she irritated me game 1, but she's starting to find a rhythm.
There she goes.
Okay, now I understand why they were giving her so many minutes.
Yeah.
So she's turned me around. Veronica Burton had a game. She for did. Once in her
Veronica
whole career
Burton's a dog right now.
Hey, yes,
career highs.
That all the time. Yeah. Don't be passive. Mm-hmm. Be that type of player. So it's clicking. I'm with it. It's clicking.
Here's my one gripe about Golden State.
Just one?
So far, because honestly, they're doing fairly good.
Yeah, they are.
They're competing. I'm impressed. Is take care of the ball. You're there's no reason we need to be as frantic as we are on offense as on defense. Take another step, breathe, slow down a little bit. Stop making these stupid passes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could tell you she's going to be right there. Don't pass it there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll tell you my biggest thing with them.
I'll go next.
Then Shiggy, you go.
Yeah. You can't have a 3-pointing team.
Dang it!
When none of the players can shoot threes.
That was mine, bro.
It's like so frustrating though. Like all the interviews before the season even started, all the interviews was like, yeah, we're going to try to be a 3-pointing team. I want players that can shoot the three. That's like that's really what they want this identity of this team to be.
Mm-hmm.
But yet none of these players are consistent 3-point shooters.
Absolutely
none of them.
It's
absolutely
ridiculous.
None of them. They literally went 7 for 37.
Yeah. I want you to look up. They probably shoot the most threes in the WNBA.
They do. I think she does. This is the game plan.
Shoot the three.
Go out there, shoot the three, because
keep shooting.
Some of them have to fall, and that's how we're gonna win.
And that is how they won this game. Yeah. They literally went clutch. They literally hit clutch
the
3-pointers.
Right
They literally, I think they only had like what? Maybe 3 made threes the whole game, and they just said, we're going to keep shooting it. And then they just kept making them. And I was like, oh my God, all of a sudden, you guys can hit this corner three? Yeah, no, that was crazy.
It's crazy, though. Oh my gosh. 18.9% at the 3-point line.
Yeah, 18.9%.
7 for 37.
No, they lost this game.
What?
They lost versus Mystics.
No, they didn't. They won. That was our first win.
That was their first win.
You're right. I was thinking LA for a second. You're right. You're right.
No, the first LA game.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, this one.
Yes. So, congratulations, Valkyrie. We're proud of you. I don't know how you did it. Brittany Sykes, you had a great game, though. 30 points. I did want to shout that out.
Yes.
That was crazy. No one else helped you out, but you did good, girl. You did good. And I just can't believe Valkyrie went with shooting 18% from the three. Okay. But if you shoot enough, you make some.
I just I guess I have 2 gripes with this team so far. And you know why I was confused? Because it took me about the first half to figure out how to watch this game. No, I did not go to it. Why is it blocked out? Don't you want more fans to watch your game? That's all I'm going to say.
I'm also mad about it because the first preseason game that we wanted to watch, we were blacked out. And I said, excuse me, put it on the app. I don't care if I'm on the West Coast. I
don't know if this happens in any other city in the United States, because I swear this is a Bay Area thing. But why? Let your locals watch the damn home game.
Sorry, I don't have cable.
It's not like they're playing in New York and they're blocking us out of that one.
Yeah.
Why?
I couldn't tell you. But I feel like you have this problem every season.
Dude, I have so many problems with broadcasting. It is not even funny. Somebody hire me and let me help negotiate, because it's absurd.
They just need their own network. Like NBA TV, we need WNBA TV. And you just put them there. And
I can watch, and no offense to the PWHL, but I can watch their games a lot easier than I can watch WNBA games.
That's crazy. That is insane. That is really insane. Okay, over to Minnesota defeating Connecticut 76-70. Now this was crazy. This was crazy.
Wild. I watched this game.
Oh my God.
Most of it. I watched most of it.
Yeah, I did too. So trailing by 15 points with just over 5 minutes remaining. Okay, this is where it's just insane. The Lynx unleashed a dominant 23-2 run to close the game. Nafisa Collier rallied with 33 points, 11 rebounds, while Natisha Heidman added 11 points, including a pivotal 3-pointer that gave Minnesota the lead with 31 seconds left. Connecticut. I feel bad for Connecticut because they've been in close games, okay? Same with Washington. Washington's lost a couple close games as well. Connecticut's just right there. They're just almost there, and they lose. And now they haven't won
every time.
Okay? It's getting concerning. In this one, I was like, Connecticut, you got it. Against Minnesota, huge confident booster. I was like, okay. And then you guys didn't want to score. In like the last, 5 minutes? They didn't score at all. Or the 2 points. They scored 2 points. But it's like, bro, you couldn't just string something? I mean, golly. Nafisa Collier, though, popped off. Crazy game. And Natisha Heidman off the bench has been so good for Minnesota. Same with
player of the year?
Yeah, probably front runner. Definitely. But same with Jessica Shepard. I feel like she's been having a good season, solid season for them. Marina Mabry had 22 points. Finally bounced back because she was struggling those first couple of games. She had 22.6 assists. And the Lynx, shot 39% from the field, 29% from the three, which is contributed to why this game ended up how it did. But yeah, Connecticut, you were right there. I was rooting for you. Any other comments on this one?
Yeah, it just sucks. They were leading. Yeah, I thought they were going to get their first win.
They were leading by a lot.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get it. I thought they were going to pull it out.
Scoreless?
Yeah.
Scoreless with 5 minutes left?
Yeah.
You're not gonna beat the
Tina.
They didn't get Tina involved. That was a them problem.
That was a rough fantasy day as well.
It was. It was. Okay, over to another close one. Same day, back to back. Las Vegas Aces defeat Washington Mystics 75-72. Okay, Washington was handling Vegas. Okay,
we're Visit Vegas down too by like 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they came back.
Yeah, let me read you the synopsis. The Mystics led 42-33 at halftime. Okay, Kiki Iriafin killing it. 11 points, 7 rebounds at the half. They extended their lead to 63-55 with under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Aces mounted a late surge with Jackie Young and Dana Evans spearheading a 7-0 run. Reverse foul call. Kia freaking Stokes.
Yeah,
came up clutch. Came up clutch.
Well, that was a good game to have Kia on your fantasy, but it might be the only one.
No, it wasn't even good fantasy for her though. Yeah, it just was a good play.
Jade Melbourne tried to sell it, but no, the replay, Kia's long old arms, had a nice clean block. So now Vegas got the ball back. And Jewel Lloyd was, 1 for 6 before this 3-point shot?
Yeah, for real.
And they went to her in the corner, and she hit that. I was like, oh my God, to win it. I was like, you guys are so lucky. Washington had a great game. They were playing outstanding. But Jackie Young, 25 points. Asia Wilson, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks. Jewel Lloyd, Oh, right here. 2 for 9. 2 for 9 when she hit that 3-point shot. Sonia Citron led Washington 19 points, including 4 3-pointers. And then Kiki recorded our third consecutive double-double with 17 points, 13 rebounds. They're killing it, these two. Washington, you had a great draft. Yeah. Aces only shot 34% from the field, 24% from the 3, and then Mystics 40% from field, 50% from the 3. But you know who had less turnovers? The Aces, surprisingly. 8 turnovers. I'm actually shocked.
On the game? Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the lowest in a long time because I feel like all these games are 15 plus turnovers for both teams.
Right. But yeah, Aces, you squeezed that one out. It was their first game at home too, their home opener. So, oh my God. Yeah, Washington, you're right there. You're gonna catch rhythm.
Yeah.
Over to Seattle defeating Phoenix 77-70. Now Seattle got their lick back. Game was tightly contested through 3 quarters. Both teams exchanged leads. The Storm closed the game on a 7-0 run, holding the Mercury scoreless in the final minutes. Diggins was just killing it. Diggins 14 assists, career high, 24 points. I love Skylar Diggins. I'll always be a fan of her. NECA added 24 points, and then Makani, I hope that's how you say it, or it's Makani. I don't know. I'm sorry. Scored a layup, back-to-back 3-pointers to tie the game at 70, but nothing else good happened for the Mercury after that.
Shout out to Makani, though. She's a rookie, and she's actually been doing good the past couple games as well. So
good for her.
Keep an eye out
starting,
for her.
right? Isn't she starting?
Yeah.
Well, isn't she starting now? Isn't she out right now?
No, she's back. She played today.
Yeah, she actually played today. So she's back. Yeah. Congratulations, Seattle. Seattle looks freaking amazing. They had a little hiccup. That first game against Phoenix was that hiccup, but they have looked good pretty much ever since, especially against the Aces, which we'll talk about shortly. New York. Now we're going to talk about some controversy here, baby. New York defeats Indiana 90-88. This was wow. Despite a 15-point lead in the first half, the Liberty faced a strong comeback from the Fever, who led by 12 points entering the fourth quarter. But the Liberty closed it out. Jonquel Jones had 14 for 26 points in the fourth quarter, adding 12 rebounds. Sabrina, 23 points, especially with her 2 free throws at the end of the game. And then Natasha Cloud again, 16.7 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. She is the X factor. I know you said Jonquel, but I'm still sticking with this Natasha Cloud.
Yeah, no, she's playing well. Yeah. This was rough.
Fever, on the other hand, Aaliyah Boston, 27 points, 13 rebounds. Caitlin Clark, 18 points, 10 assists, 10 turnovers.
Guys, it was bad too. It was like she was trying to like force passes, but and I saw the vision on some, and I'm like, okay, maybe her player could have been there. It's like a step off, but others were just way too forced, and it was just unnecessary. Like, don't make that pass. It was a bad day for Caitlin Clark. She went 2 for 11 for the three. And 6 for 18 just regular field goals. So it was kind of a rough night for Caitlin Clark. She was frustrated with the turnovers. You could just tell she was in her head. But I will say this: the start for the game all the way until like I want to say I think even the third quarter wasn't horrible. They were still in it because other people like Lexi Hall started, and which is great because I think Bonner should be coming off the bench. But Lexi Hall started. She was playing well.
Yeah,
Kelsey Mitchell played well. Leah Boston, they're all playing well. But Caitlin Clark just was having a rough game. Like you could tell that they kind of got in her head.
Well, Brooke, did you end up watching the controversial play at the end of this game?
Where it was like Cloud blocked the ball out of her hands.
Yeah.
I literally watched it for like 2 seconds. And to me, it looked like a clean block. But like I didn't dive deep. I didn't see any other angle. I didn't see any replays. I can't remember what I was doing when I saw this, but I was like kind of in a rush. And then it was also just another Caitlin Clark thing. And I was like, I don't care.
Yeah. So when we first watched it live, we were like, we need to see another angle because you can't definitively say from that angle it was a foul or not. And then I saw from the other angle, I personally wouldn't have called that a foul. Meg, I don't know.
Wouldn't have or would
I wouldn't have.
I think when I watch it back, I think there's a foul before she even gets the shot off, in my opinion. If you're going to call anything, because they were playing very handsy the whole game anyway. But if you call it anything, it would be a foul on the floor. But when she actually got the shot, like tried to go to shoot, I don't think that was a foul.
And I don't even think I think she tried to go for the shot after the ball was already tipped from her. Because she wasn't looking to shoot that. She was looking to drive. And it got picked. And it's like one of those close plays. Like, I probably wouldn't have called it a foul. Let it go. Like you said, she did probably before that, maybe shot attempt. Probably got fouled on the floor. But it is what it is. A fan brought up that ref that didn't call the foul or something, and I don't remember what controversy that was, but it was something crazy. I should have found it to highlight it here. But I mean, Liberty squeak went out against Indiana. So 2 tough losses for Indiana. I'm not concerned about Indiana. I think they'll squeeze them out later. But those are some gut checks for Indiana for sure. Any other commentary on the New York game?
Nope.
Okay, over to the last game. Seattle Storm crush Las Vegas 102-82. Okay, I mean what is there to talk about? Like, oh my god, Seattle just could not miss. NECA, oh my god, she was just killing it. Seattle outscored Vegas 34-20 in the first quarter, then extended their lead 58-36 by halftime, and then it was a wrap. They played a little bit of the third, and then it was kind of like whatever. Seattle looks good. I feel like everyone contributed. It wasn't the best game for Skylar Diggins, but when Erica Wheeler, I think she added more than 12 points. I don't even think that's right.
I just took her off my fantasy too, and I saw that she had.
She'll never do that again.
Fantasy. No,
there's just fair. No way.
But I just took her off.
Let me just fact check that. I'm pretty sure it was more.
Erica Wheeler had
21
points. You had it backwards.
Yeah, my bad. 21 points off the bench, 7 assists and 3 rebounds. When's the last time Erica Wheeler has done that?
Never.
That is crazy. NECA went off 23 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Gabby Williams looked really good, 2 for 4 from the 3. Yeah. Aces, though? Yikes. Yike-a-doodle. That was not a good game, bro.
Yeah.
That was a really
good one.
They didn't look good. Kinley played some good minutes off the bench, so she looked good. She had 11 points. So future's bright. No.
Good for Kitley.
Yeah, she looks good. I really want her to get more minutes, especially like I understand not the excuse, but they say Kia Stokes is there for defense, yada yada yada, but she consistently puts up 0 points. So if we can kind of like gain Kitley's confidence and maybe she was a shot blocker in college, like she was good in college because Kitley has 11 points. I want those 11
She's probably
points.
a little timid too, though.
And you could tell, like, especially in the preseason games, I feel like it was very like, let me get my feet back, like, let me get back in the groove of things and kind of, which was like, I'm not like saying hurry up, lady, but I'm also like, let's get Kitley in there. Let's see what she can do. So are we like panicking about the Aces a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm off. I jumped off.
Well, we tried to tell you before, but you were gung-ho. I think you jinxed us.
I might be bad luck.
You are.
Yeah, because you talked so much shit about the Aces.
Right?
And all of a sudden this year, you decided to say something nice.
And then?
Maybe it was my strategy.
That's so rude.
I'm not going to lie, Shig. She probably learned it from you because you're actually the jinx of the group.
I know, but now I think it's passed the torch to Meg.
Possibly.
Because this is crazy jinx. Like, this doesn't even look
okay,
fun.
it's early. It's early.
I'll ask you mid-season. No,
they're last in the league.
Yeah. Lottery pick. No.
yeah.
Alrighty, we're adding a new little segment, Player of the Week.
You're like this.
I like it too. I was like, we
really
should
like
shout out a player every week because that's what we're here for. So if you made it this long, here is our Player of the Week. I'll go first. Nafisa Collier, I feel like it's a given. Averaging 20. What, did you raise your hand?
No.
Oh, averaging 29 points, 2 assists, 7.3 rebounds a game, shooting 53% from the three, 56% from the field, and Minnesota's 4-0. That's her first week. MVP loading.
Yeah.
Yes, Nafisa, we love to see it, baby. I know you guys all wanted to pick Nafisa, but Meg,
No.
I know you have someone different.
We didn't. But
okay.
And I'm actually surprised you didn't pick someone else, but I'm gonna wait and see if Brooke picked her. Okay. I picked Satu Sabali. I think that, like I said, she made me eat my words saying that they're one injury away from not doing well.
Yeah.
She proved that they don't need Copper. Okay. And honestly, they're only going to get better when she does come back. So I would be afraid of Phoenix right now. But she's averaging 22.3 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, shooting 80.8 from the free throw line. And she has helped them to a record of 3-1. So good job, Satu. She's playing like a dog.
Yeah. I don't have any of the stats at hand, so this is on brand.
I got
for
you.
me.
Who is it?
Thank you. I honestly, I'm gonna give my shout out to Natasha Cloud for the week because I feel like for me personally, I was really scared for that trade. I was very upset by it. I didn't think it was going to work, and she has proved me wrong. And I think she looks really good in New York, and it's like highlighting a lot of the things that I would see at other teams. And I think it's just working for her, and she's gelling, and she's just kind of seems happy right now. So like I said, I don't have the stats. I
got you. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block.
Oh my gosh.
Like I knew her defense was good, but like I really feel like it's like getting highlighted this year.
90% from the free throw line.
Yeah. Like
55 from the floor. That's really good. Most improved player.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like she looks like she could, like if she keeps this trend, I think she's a high candidate for it. But there's so many people this week. I mean, we just spent 20 minutes going over giving people flowers and all these different breaks. But like I said, I didn't have the stats. Shout out Meg for that one. Like I just feel that person for me this week was like a damn. Oh, she did this, and she's here, and she did that. So
I know Meg wanted me to say what, Brittany Sykes?
No, I thought you were going to say
Skylar Diggins. Yeah, I know. But Nafisa Collier's stat line for the week 1, I was like, oh my God, we have to shout this out.
Yeah.
That's
a good one. I like that. That was a good one.
It was between the 3 though, Skylar Diggins, Brittany Sykes. But then Brittany Sykes missed that game, and that just takes you out. You have to be healthy the whole week for me.
Even Kelsey Plum could have been on there, dude. Like there's so many people. Like
a lot of runner-ups.
There's a lot of people killing it. Killing it. Another new segment. I thought this would be fun. We need to clash pop culture and fashion into our show.
Yeah, because we can't do the top plays of the week.
Exactly. Thanks, so we need to bring more entertainment to the show.
That was my favorite segment we've ever done. Because then I would just pop in and mess up the rankings. So much fun.
But it would be fun, right?
So much fun.
So I decided we need to bring some more fun to our shows because they're weekly. We got to recap all of the weekly things, all right? So this is what I'm going to do. I did pick my outfit of the week, but I felt like you and Brooke would not do it. So I'm going to give you some outfits, and it's random. I'm not trying to rank these or anything, but I want to get your guys' opinions on them. Okay. So it's a little game. Would you play them or would you bench them? Ooh, so basically, would you wear them or not? You can say it. You can have it, would I wear this? Or just in general, like, is it cool for someone else? Okay? So we're going to start off strong. Caitlin Clark, her whole, what is this called?
Start off with people in our comments hating on us things.
What is this called? A trench coat. The trench coat
I love a good trench coat.
And that's why I put it in here. I was like, you know what? I think Brooke would appreciate this outfit.
I don't like that color of a trench coat. I like a good black trench coat.
Okay. Yes. So you don't like the outfit?
Okay, hear me out on this one. This one I'm very indifferent about because one, I'm not a tight short skirt person, which like makes me sound like a hypocrite because I will be wearing a skirt like in a week from now, but it's like a long flowy maxi, like almost dress. So stay out of my business.
Okay.
However, I don't know if this was a real thing or somebody on the internet was just trolling her, but they were like, "Oh, this is her State Farm like inspired outfit." And if it is, that is great marketing for her. She did great justice for that partnership. So I would play that.
Okay.
Play into that shit. Let's play this. Me personally, that shit's getting cut. It's not even get benched. That shit's getting cut.
Not doing that.
But for this, love it. Play it.
Okay, Megan?
If I didn't know about the State Farm thing,
the State Farm was a good thing. Yeah.
I don't
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was her or not.
Don't do well for her.
Correct. Yeah. Well, she's too pale for those colors.
Yeah. For that light beige. But if it's for the State Farm, give me that check. I'm here for it.
Dude, I'm telling you, like it was a game changer when maybe somebody trolled her, but it worked.
Yeah. Hey, no, that is good if that is. Okay. Over to Satu Sabli.
I'm not gonna lie. Bad bitch right there. Damn.
She can put on a fit.
Hella good.
Yeah. She can put on a fit.
Bench the fit.
Oh. That went left.
I don't want it.
That went left. You said she looks good. Bench it. Okay.
I don't want it. I don't want a piece of that. No, thank you.
Okay. Meg?
I think if it was on anyone else, you benched the hell out of this.
Yeah,
I would agree.
She's pulling it off.
She looks hella good in it.
I'm gonna play.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to agree with that statement. If it was anyone else, absolutely not. This would not work with the vibe.
It's like, would you wrap yourself in foil? Like what?
It's like a quilt. Foil?
Like when you're in like 6th grade and you make like the weenies in the sun and it's like the science experiment.
Oh my God. All right, over to Sanaya Rivers. I love this fit. This is something I would wear.
Yeah. This is something all 3 of us would wear.
This is great.
We're playing
but she just makes it look so cool.
Yeah. I'm excited to continue to see her fits.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah, her style's cool.
Oh, what money will do for you.
Right?
Play it.
Over to A1, Asia Wilson.
Play.
Debut. Oh. No hesitation.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just sleek. It's good. You got you're repping your A1 box on the side.
I do like the A1 box. That's clean.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I love Asia Wilson, but it's giving me Genie.
Yeah.
Genie in a bottle, baby.
Yeah. That's a good one.
But it's Asia Wilson. She made it look good.
I want to play everything but the shorts, pants. I don't know what those are.
Yeah, I think they're pants.
But also, in case you haven't caught on by
top.
now, fashion is not for me. I'm very plain Jane basic.
You know what I would say? I would say if she didn't have her hair back.
What? I like it.
Oh, I like the slick back.
The hair back?
I love the top half. I love the jacket.
Yeah.
And then she has the logo, slick back, popping. I think the shorts throw me off a little bit, but I like it. I like the vibe.
It's Asia Wilson. We're playing.
Yeah, we're playing.
This one I threw in for Brooke. Sydney Colson.
Dude, play it. 100%.
Yes.
Play it.
That. She looks good right there.
Yeah.
The blue? This blue? Popping. This is
with the heel boots and then
it's clean.
these wide legs. Sid's got style.
Bro, heck yeah. Oh my God. When I saw this outfit, I was like, oh.
This is her Texas roots.
Yeah.
All the way.
This is lovely. This should have been my outfit of the week, actually. This is great. I really love this. Good. Okay, that was easy. Last one, DJ Carrington. I really wanted to get you guys' opinion on it because the shorts were throwing me off.
Yeah, I'm benching this. I don't know what's going on. It messes with my eyes. I'm like, what am I looking at? Like,
but she usually has really good fits, and this one threw me off. So I was like, let me see what everyone else has to say.
I think for me, it's just the pattern.
Yes, the pattern throws me off a little bit.
Like, but I like the shorts. I like their shortness. I like the tightness. It's just, I think the pattern is
me off. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But I was like, maybe it's like
stop it.
An ode to a cowboy. Obviously, she's wearing a cowboy hat.
I know. I'm just not a fan of the bottoms. Like,
yeah, but I love the boots.
Them boots I think I'd play it still.
Okay,
I think I'd play
because it's Dijonais.
That's also true.
Yeah. Next one, Isabel Harrison. This one's an easy play for me because the Jordans, those are those crystal ones. You know how much those cost? $1,000.
It's clean, and she got the jewelry to go.
Mm-hmm.
And the bomber.
Yeah,
I love a good bomber.
This is like, just go ahead and send me this fit.
Are the pants sparkly as well? They got diamonds on them joints?
It looks like it.
All right, that's tough.
I think it's texture though. I think it's like the ripped but not ripped, that texture torn look.
Yeah, I like this one. This would be something I'd wear. And all those necklaces that probably cost more than the house. Okay.
Yeah.
And then last one, Bree Jones.
So like another casual, like.
Yeah, I like it. Sometimes those pants don't look as comfy as some people make them.
I like these pants though. These are cool. I would wear these pants. Not the top. The top's a little too much for me, but hey,
I like the jacket too, though.
Yeah. All right, my fit of the week, obviously. Bro, it's Kelsey Plum. Did you guys see this outfit that she wore to their home opener? Who else is pulling this fit off?
Kelsey Plum in that all white suit. It was a different top than this one. It was for some photo shoot.
Yeah.
Bro.
So good.
Bro. A suit. Just like, this is great. I love the color. I don't know. And you know what? I'm not a heel person, but the color of the heels was a great touch to this outfit.
Yeah, and it's slightly it matches like that belt. It's very it's very
the subtle details. Just get me. Everyone's gonna be like, "That's crazy. What a plain outfit." No, this is perfection. All right, Meg, who's your outfit of the week?
Olivia, I sent you guys.
I know that's crazy because I would never have guessed you to pick this one.
Yeah, never.
This is really out there. This is really fashion. No, I know, but this is like really pure fashion.
She's always like, you gotta watch her fits.
No, I know.
She's always on it, and I just feel like, this looks good.
But like, this is like a pure fashion take, Megan. Like, this is what models be wearing.
I know. I mean,
no, but she does put on.
You would never know she's a ball player.
Yeah, she puts on a good fit for sure. Now, Brooke, do you have one to represent your pick of the week?
I'm going to send it to you right now because I was not prepared for this, so I'm trying to scramble a little bit. But hopefully I think it's good because the Indy 500 was today. Lexi Hull playing into the Indy 500. She looks good in the jacket. She's very pretty. Definitely. She's also glowing because she's just having the best time of her life right now. And
she has a great tan going on.
Yeah, so I think Lexi Hull is my fit of the week. Added.
Yeah, I like it.
Look good, play good.
Hey, she's been playing good. Right. Let me tell you.
She's been playing good. Too bad. I think Unrivaled was her best thing to ever do. Yeah. To get more reps in.
Yeah.
Figure out how to be an essential piece of a 3-part team.
Agreed. Yeah. So much improvement from last year to this year. and most improved player of the year. We have a lot of candidates for that right now. We have too many.
She's got a long ways to go for that, but she's in the talking for sure.
Okay, let's just go over the standings real quick. Minnesota 4-0, New York 3-0, the only two undefeated teams. The winless teams, Chicago, Dallas, and Connecticut. I laughed because Megan said Dallas top 5, and woo, Dallas bottom 3. So, Megan, just briefly touch on that, please.
That's why I don't like pre-standings, guys. I hate
It's
that.
early. It's early.
Too early for that.
No, for real. Dallas, are you guys concerned about Dallas? They do not look good.
I'm concerned about Enrique.
I know.
I'm just concerned about everybody at this point.
Everybody. No, yeah, I don't think they're clicking right. Or it's the coaching. I don't know. I really think it might be coaching for Dallas. I don't know. Do you guys want Paige Beckers to be more selfish?
I think she will be eventually when she kind of figures it out more.
Yeah, but I think they need more than Paige. So Enrique needs to just get it together.
Yeah, she's in a slump. Talk about a definition of a slump. Chicago, totally worried about. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, at least Connecticut tries. Like, Connecticut's out there grinding. They're losing close games. Chicago? I would be concerned.
Yeah,
am I the only person that has... Yeah, okay. I was going to say, am I the only person that feels that way?
Which I feel bad for what's-his-face because he's great.
Yeah, I know. Last surprising one, Indiana and Vegas 2-2. Middle pack 7-8. Yikes. This rough. The Valkyrie are literally at 5 right now. That's shocking.
They've already beat what you said they would win for the year. So
no, we said 5.
Did you say 5 or you said 1?
No. I said 5. No, I didn't say 1.
All right, fair.
No. I said 5.
I think she tried to say 1 and then bumped it to 5.
Okay.
No, I ended with 5, and then I think when they were playing LA, I said Megan. I think I'll go to 7.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I said 7 sounds good.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they had some sparks in there. I was like, yeah, okay, 7.
Yeah,
7 sounds like a good land spot. But hey, I don't know. They might do something. They're not, but it's okay. Okay, let's finish it off. Previewing the upcoming games. These are just games we're excited for. So we have the winless championship. Dallas Wings versus Connecticut Sun. Who's going to get the first win? I'm going Connecticut.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Dallas.
Okay, Dallas.
Hey,
Megan,
come on, let's get your
Megan, note the score. Note who we're taking, please.
All right.
Seattle versus Minnesota. I'm going to take Minnesota, but I'm not going to be surprised. I will not be surprised if Seattle squeaks this out. They look good.
It's at Minnesota, though.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm still taking Minnesota. Megan?
I'm going to do Storm because I like to be different.
Okay, you're just going to go opposite to us? Okay.
Yep.
I don't
what
know
if we go opposite of each other?
You and me?
Then I'll have to decide.
Okay. I did want to preface this. I don't remember if I said it. I'm only going over games we're excited about. I mean, not excited about. Like, I'm not going over all the games. Indiana Fever versus Washington Mystics.
Fever.
Okay, Fever.
If I go first, then...
Yeah, no, Fever. But Washington's going to give them a little run, I think. Sparks versus Vegas, dude.
Vegas, because Sparks has 3 of their 5 out.
Rakia might be back.
She has a concussion.
That was a week ago. She's still in the protocol. She might be out by Friday. If you're not out by... That's 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like a normal thing. You were out 2 weeks.
That's what is protocol? Is it 2 weeks? Oh,
I think it depends.
Aces.
I think it depends.
I'm going Aces.
All right, Brooke's going Aces.
Minnesota or Phoenix? Minnesota.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay,
Phoenix.
Commissioner Cup starts June 1st, everyone. Just so you know. Connecticut versus New York? New York.
Yeah.
Phoenix versus LA?
Wow,
it's going to be a great game. Phoenix.
Ooh.
That might be the first and last time I say that.
Phoenix. Meg?
I'm going to go...
LA.
She's going Phoenix. No freaking way. Okay. Aces versus Seattle again.
Aces. They're going to get their revenge.
Yeah, I think Aces will get it back. That was embarrassing. They can't do that again. Meg?
I'm going to say Seattle still pulls it out.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Minnesota versus Golden State, Megan.
Lynx. Make her say Golden State.
Golden State. The hell?
All right, so it looks like we're gonna win that preview matchup. So what do you do if you lose, Megan? Like, do I get to like dump water on your head or something?
I'm not gonna lose.
She has to run 2 laps.
2 laps. All right, that's the bet. 2 laps. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That is going to be the new format for our WNBA Weekly. Maybe that's what we should call it, WNBA Weekly. There we go. Week 1 in the books. A lot has happened. A lot of telling things, surprising things. Week 2 is just going to be another week, hopefully not of too much chaos. I feel like week 1 was a little up and down. But if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. We'll be back every Monday with your weekly recap, recapping everything we said today. So we hope you liked the new format. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
Thanks for sticking around. Bye, y'all.